Hello everyone and good morning dear community members, my dear students. So it's me again. Today I'm going to introduce for you this video which is about the correction of the last homework that I gave you. So as you see, this is our homework. We have reading, vocabulary, language focus. Of course, we are going to start with the reading, so read the text, then answer the questions. William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, small town in England, in 1564. He went to school there, but he didn't go to university, because university was expensive in these days. Shakespeare got married when he was only 18. About 10 years later, he traveled to London. He wanted to be an actor, and all the important theatres were in London. His wife and children stayed in Stratford-upon-Avon, but he sometimes visited them. Stratford-upon-Avon was 150 kilometers from London, and the journey took 2 days. Shakespeare soon became interested in writing. When he was about 30, he wrote Romeo and Juliet. Everybody loved it. Many of his plays were very popular. He made a lot of money, and he bought a big house in Stratford-upon-Avon for his family. When he was about 50, Shakespeare came back to Stratford-upon-Avon to live with his family. He died a few years later. So as you see here, so the text is about Shakespeare and his life. Stratford-upon-Avon, it's a small town in the middle of England. So let's start with the comprehension. The first question, why didn't Shakespeare go to university? So because it was expensive in those days. Number two, how old was Shakespeare when he got married? If you go back to the text, you will find 18. So he was only 18. 3. Where were all the important theatres at that time? They were in London at that time. 4. How long did the journey from Stratford-upon-Avon to London take? So it took 2 days. Number 5. What did Shakespeare buy for his family? So he bought a big house. Now let's move to the vocabulary. Complete the sentences. Number 1, I don't like this film. It isn't exciting. It's, of course, boring. Here is an example. As you see, we have some people who are watching boring movie. Number 2, it's cold, wet, and windy today. The weather is awful. Here is some pictures of awful weather or bad weather, terrible weather. Let's move. Number 3, everybody likes Mrs. Lowe. She's a popular teacher. Suppose that this lady is Mrs. Lowe, so everyone likes her. That's why we say she's a popular teacher. 4, your uncle has got a lot of money. He's rich. 5, Deepak is a very kind person. He always helps other people. So kind, we say that person is kind for someone who helps people a lot. The second exercise, complete the sentences. Use the past simple form of the verbs in the box. Number 1, I helped my brother with his homework. So for the verb help, we add only ed because it's a regular verb. Here is an example. I helped my brother with his homework. Number 2, we took some photos at Tina's party. So the verb is irregular. That's why in the infinitive is take, to take, and in the past becomes took. Number 3, I watched, sorry, here is an example for taking photos. Then we move to number 3. I watched TV yesterday evening. I watched TV yesterday evening. So as you see, we added only ed because it's regular verb. Number 4, Aaron found his phone under the bed. Okay, so the verb is to find. Then if we want to put it in the past, we write found. Here is Aaron. Number 5, I went to London in 2014. Number 6, last Sunday I had lunch at Grant's house. The verb to have becomes had in the past. Number 7, I stayed at home because I felt ill. Ill or sick. Number 8, Vicky came to my house last Saturday. So the verb to come in the past becomes came. Number 9, I met my friends in the park yesterday. So the infinitive of the verb is to meet. In the past becomes met. I met my friends in the park yesterday. Then we move to the last one. Dad gave me a phone for my birthday party. So here is a phone as a gift or present. So now let's go directly to the language focus. Complete the sentences with was, were, wasn't, or weren't. Number 1, who was your first English teacher? Number 2, the exams weren't or were not. So weren't, it's a short form, and were not the full form. So the exams weren't difficult. In fact, they were quite easy. Number 3, was the film scary? Number 4, there were 500 people at the concert. Number 5, were you at school yesterday? No, I wasn't. Or we can use the full form, no, I was not. The second exercise, complete the questions and answers. Use the words in the box. Okay. So number 1, as you see, we have here small conversation. Did you enjoy the film? No, I didn't. It was terrible. Number 2, how did you go? Yes, how did you get home last night? I went home by taxi. Number 3, what did you buy yesterday? I bought new coat. Number 4, where did you go last week? We went to Istanbul. And the last one, did your parents give you some money? Yes, they did. So please, here just this verb got, normally it was a mistake. You should change it by went. As you see, we used the verb went twice. The third exercise, write affirmative and negative sentences using the past simple. So, number 1, Ivan didn't finish his homework last night. Number 2, I took some nice photos at the exhibition. We have the verb take, so we should put it in the past, which is took. Number 3, our team didn't play very well last Saturday. Here, normally we have already seen the video about our lesson, just to make sure that you understand. If we want to use the negative form in the past, always we start with didn't, and the verb should be infinitive. So number 4, I had dinner at Alice's house yesterday. And the last one, we came home by bus after the concert. So I hope that the video was fruitful and simple, easy for you, and I hope to see you again soon, inshallah.